And now we are very honored to have a keynote by Pərviz Şahbazov. He is the Minister of Energy of the Republic of Azerbaijan since 2017, and we are very much looking forward to a panel of 20 minutes being followed by your keynote.
Vielen herzlichen Dank. Ich denke, ich werde heute der Erste sein, der Deutsch spricht werden. Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, zunächst möchte ich allen Organisatoren meinen aufrichtigen Dank für die Einladung zur Teilnahme an der Windenergie Hamburg aussprechen, sowie für die besondere Aufmerksamkeit, die Aserbaidschan als Gastgeber der COP29 und auch als Land mit einem der weltweit größten Offshore-Windenergiepotenziale gewidmet wird. Nun gestatten Sie mir bitte auf Englisch fortzusetzen. I have, sorry that for the international participants that I started in German language, but I spent a lot of years working in this beautiful country as diplomat and wanted a little bit to demonstrate my German language. Azerbaijan, through its transformative development strategy until 2030 and the new energy policy that prioritizes green energy, has accepted renewable energy as a unique and effective solution for ensuring a safe climate and energy security in the future. Today, Azerbaijan is a country that successfully provides and promotes investment and global cooperation necessary for rapid development in the field of renewable energy in the region. Thanks to the favorable investment environment and efficient cooperation, our 2-gigawatt green energy projects are financed by international investors. Investments of around $2 billion, as well as our partnership with the world's leading energy companies, will allow us to increase the share of renewable energy in the installed capacity to 33% by 2027. So the timely and problem-free integration of these power plants into the grid, the financial support was provided by EBRD, World Bank, and the government for the strengthening of the grid. The Caspian Sea wind potential of 157 gigawatt has stimulated the realization of mega projects and green energy corridors through global cooperation, which ensure that Azerbaijan becomes a green energy supplier. Offshore wind sectors have already been identified for the 18 gigawatts of electricity, green hydrogen, and green ammonia projects to be implemented in stages in partnership with international companies until 2037. Relevant works have been started on 3 green energy corridors that will export the renewable energy resources of Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Central Asia to Europe through the Caspian Sea, Black Sea, and Turkey. In particular, the Caspian, Black Sea, Europe Green Energy Corridor is a project of strategic interest to the EU in the context of its plans for hydrogen import and energy security, where the demand for electricity will increase by 50% by 2040. Political support, as well as extensive cooperation opportunities for the production of equipment for wind power plants, hydrogen energy storage systems, and the realization of green energy corridor actualize the further cooperation stemming from our MOU with the European Wind Energy Association. Using this opportunity, we invite German companies and also European companies to participate in the wind energy projects being developed in Azerbaijan. Your expertise and innovation would be highly valued as we work together and we will work together to advance renewable energy and sustainability in our region. Azerbaijan currently carrying out the responsible mission, the presidency of COP29, which promotes global investments and solidarity-based cooperation in the green energy transition. Our Eurasian-scale activities have shaped the energy initiatives of COP29 aimed at eliminating bottlenecks for achieving net zero worldwide. Green energy zones and corridors, and green energy storage and grids pledges, as well as hydrogen declaration initiatives, set new global commitments that aim at building interregional green energy connections by 2030. They suggest six-fold increase of global energy storage potential to 1,500 gigawatt, adding or refurbishing more than 80 million kilometers of grid to the overall system by 2040 and developing the hydrogen industry. We believe that if COP28 proposed the goal of tripling renewable energy and doubling energy efficiency, COP29 will be the platform to support the achievement of these goals. By establishing a sincere and result-oriented dialogue with all parties, Azerbaijan will do its best to advance the COP process, ensure effective climate action, energy transition, and conclude COP29 with successful results. In conclusion, I would like to thank everybody for attention and invite you to actively participate in the COP initiatives. Thank you very much.
If you were so kind to come here. We take you by your words in a second when we start the panel. I'm now happy to introduce to you Girish Tanti. He's the Vice Chairman and co-founder of Sutherland Energy Limited and Vice Chair of GWEC in India. Very warm welcome. If you were so kind to line up like that. So I think you are to my side. You are exactly here. Then I'm happy to introduce Tek Chuan Lee. He's the Executive Chairman of Enterprise Singapore, the government agency championing enterprise development to build capabilities, innovate, and internationalize. So if you were so kind, to come to his side. We are joined by Dr. Zafer Demircan. He's the Deputy Minister of Energy and Natural Resources from Turkey. Very warm welcome. And finally, in the very middle, Andrew Mitchell, the UK ambassador to Germany. Please, here in the middle. So, 15 minutes to go. I want to restart with you, Minister. You said
29, and it has been already confirmed by the international community, and all our efforts now are directed in that direction. And so the new collective quantified goal is going to be identified during COP29. Of course, we cannot predict now what it will be, but it is clear that the last one, which we had $1 billion US annually for the climate action, will be in our view, increased. To what degree we will see, of course. Another, and of course, if we have more money for the climate change combating, it means that, of course, the renewables, the energy will be in forefront. Another issue is the carbon market. So due to the Paris Agreement, Article 6, so we have to elaborate on that. There is an agreement that there should be single, well-regulated carbon market, but it is not yet in place. So we have to work on that, and this is another topic for us now, which will be, by the way, will give another impetus to support especially developing countries, which will be able to use for their benefit the trade in the carbon market. And also I can add that it was the special initiative of Azerbaijan, the Action Fund for climate finance. It's intended to attract oil and gas fossil fuel producing countries and companies to come together and establish a fund, which will be then used for the development of renewable sources of energy. So these kind of actions are in our plan, but of course with the coming days and weeks before the conference and during the conference, we are hoping to get more results for the renewable
okay, we are
source
looking
of
forward
energy.
to November. What are the mechanisms that you use in Azerbaijan? I'm not talking about COP, I'm talking about Azerbaijan itself, to leverage this transition towards renewable energy with financial systems and mechanisms.
Right, of course, we have been, actually we were the first country in the world producing oil industrially. So it has been for many years that we have been producing oil and gas, and we could use the part of this means also for developing renewable source of energy, what we are right now doing. But I can bring you the example that we have, as a government, we haven't paid a single cent for these 2 gigawatts of renewables which have been creating from the recent years in Azerbaijan, because we have attracted the international investors, energy companies. They, of course, before that we had the special reforms of the energy sectors. We provided for the conducive, new laws and regulations, and favorable regulatory framework is there. We have, of course, put some investments in the strengthening of the grid. It was our contribution in this business. It was very important, modernizing our grid. But at the end of the day, financial institutions trusted us, and energy companies started business in Azerbaijan in the sector of renewable source of energy. And by the way, we are going not only to provide for the energy supply, I mean green energy supply for ourselves or for region, as I have already mentioned, also for Europe.